Hello, everyone. This is Denise Dynasty Nice, aka Denny in Virginia, aka the Doy's professional, unprofessional voice actor. And today is Learning Stuff with Denise. Boom, boom. And you, yes, you, are being selfish. So let me explain. So I've had this conversation with someone recently because I've noticed an uptick in people like on my social media asking me, hey, you should go here, you should do this, blah blah blue, do this, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, some of the stuff is cool, and other stuff I'm like, I mean, that's not really my thing, but you sound like you really like it, so I'm glad you like it. And so it just got me thinking about how on social media nowadays it just seems like everyone is like wanting other people to do things for them instead of being like the person who does it. So this is not new information. You've heard this on the interwebs before. All personal development people talk about this all the time, but it's like, if you are passionate about this thing and you know a lot about it, stop trying to get other people to do it when it's like, it seems like you should be the one who is doing it. So think about it. You have this hobby that you really love, and then you kind of just keep it to yourself and you just do it for yourself, but you're on social media, and so you try to find people with like social media presence to shine a light on it. You try to find people with an actual social media presence to like be interested in the exact same thing that you're interested in, but they might be adjacently interested. It might be in their sphere of influence and interestingness, but it doesn't mean that that's going to be their thing. It doesn't mean that they have to love everything that you love. But if you are that passionate about it, if you are so into it and it just lights up your face, it lights up your eyes when you talk about it to anybody, maybe that's a sign that you need to be putting out that information for people to find. Who knows what people are looking for your exact content online or wherever space you want to do it in to actually find their niche, you know? Maybe you have such a specific niche that people have been looking for you, but they can't find you because you're too busy being selfish and just keeping all that information to yourself. Or like you're just excited about it to the couple of people that you know, but you're not trying to seek other people who might actually genuinely be interested in it, right? And so I'm just saying that you might be selfish because you're afraid of being on social media because you're like, oh, I can't do the editing. Oh, what are people going to say about me? Oh, people are going to make fun of me. They're going to judge me. Well, it's like, I mean, tough luck, Sherlock, because they're judging you anyway. Literally existing in life, you are being judged by people. And it's like they have no right to judge you, but they're doing it. And so you might as well get judged on stuff that you genuinely like, because of the chance that it's actually going to help other people who genuinely like this stuff, or people who didn't even know that it existed, and the second they find your content, they're just like, that is my jam and I didn't even know it. It turns out blackberry jam is my thing. And they didn't even know it. And they only found out about it because you created that content. I'm just really trying to get people, I'm going to do another one of these under my Virginia brand. I'm really trying to get people in Virginia to start posting their like specific niche, their specific hobbies, the things that they really like to do. Because you don't even have to show your face nowadays. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to speak over. You don't have to do a voiceover. It could be something as simple as, I talked about this example with someone today. You really like the leaves in Virginia. So it could be something as simple as starting an account on Instagram where all you do is post pictures of pretty leaves in Virginia. And that could be somebody's jam, bread and butter out there. And they've been waiting. They've been hunting, searching for an account that you should have made, but you didn't make it because you were either too scared, too busy. A lot of times you're saying you're too busy for all that, when it's like, I'm telling you right now, if all you do is post a picture, a singular picture a day, when you're going about your day, living your day anyway, doing the thing that you're talking about anyway, that's going to take you 5 minutes. Max, if that's all you're doing. It can be as simple as posting a snapshot of the thing that you love every single day, as posting just one picture of a leaf in Virginia every single day, and that's the whole account. And just that aesthetic can just make people so happy. What if like you had like a theme where it's just green leaves, it's just yellow leaves, red leaves, orange leaves, brown leaves, dead leaves? It does the whole page. It just makes itself. And there's someone out there who is waiting for that content, but you're not making it because you have all of these excuses and you want other people to do it because you're lazy, or you want other people to do it because you're self-conscious, because you don't think you can. When in all actuality, you have everything you need. As long as you have a phone, you have literally everything that you need to make content online about a subject that you are passionate about a hobby that you really enjoy, about something that you really love, or something that you're just really interested in, or like you've studied it in the library for years, or like it's just some quirky thing about you that you really just hone in on, and you're not sure if anybody else hones in on it, but it turns out there's so many people out there who have been noticing that same thing, and they're finally like, finally, somebody else knows this thing. They were just waiting for you to post that content. So I'm just here to encourage you all that if you have something that you are very passionate about and you don't mind posting on social media, I promise you it does not take up a lot of time. It's just minimal effort, to be honest. 5 minutes a day. You have a spare 5 minutes. You can't tell me you do not have a spare 5 minutes a day to post stuff online. I'm not trying to force everybody to be a content creator. That is not a job for everyone. It is not a job for most people, as a matter of fact. Most people shouldn't be, relying on this for income or anything like that. I'm just saying that if you are passionate about something, I think a good way to find other people who are passionate about that thing is by broadcasting, I love this thing. I love this thing. And I think by broadcasting that on social media, you're more likely to find other people who are surprisingly interested in that same thing, and they were looking for other accounts that were interested in that same thing because they don't see it online. So maybe they think that they're the only ones in the world who like that type of thing. But really, we all like leaves in Virginia, We all like to look at the beautiful autumn leaves in VA, but we just needed you to create that content. And so I'm not asking you to create an Instagram page about the leaves of Virginia. I'm just asking you, especially if you are in the state of Virginia, that if you have a hobby that you're passionate about, if you love to travel within Virginia, if you love your city, if you love your county, if you love your libraries, and it's like that is just your bread and butter. That's your bread, butter, and that's your PB&J. That's the PB&J of your life. And you can talk about it on and on and on. And the second you hear somebody talking about it, you're like, let me put my 2, 3, 50 cents in right quick. And by right quick, I mean I'm now your best friend. And I will give you all the information you need and then some. If you are that person, perhaps, I'm just saying perhaps, not definitely, but perhaps, you are the one who is meant to make content on that particular thing that you really care about online, whether that be Instagram, YouTube, I don't really like TikTok, to be honest, or Facebook, or any Twitter or X, whatever it's called right now, whatever social media platform you are most comfortable with. You don't have to even do it on all of them, but whatever form you're comfortable with. Maybe you're a writer and you like writing. Twitter probably is a really good place for you to start. Maybe even Facebook, you can do poetry and write stuff, like whatever you want to do. You can even post pictures of your poetry. If you're a writer, you don't even have to limit yourself to Twitter. Maybe you don't like to type. Maybe you like to physically write stuff out. Maybe you like to write poetry. You can literally write a poem, take a picture of it, and post that to Instagram, and it's done. It's out there for people to enjoy. So I'm just saying, don't be selfish. Please share your hobbies, share your loves. If you, like for me, I love Virginia, and so I started creating content based in Virginia. And so I started getting all of this attention, and all of these people started liking my stuff just because it's like, oh my gosh, I love Virginia too. Oh, I didn't know that about Virginia. I didn't know that about VA. And so you never know what other people are going to resonate with. And so instead of trying to get other people to do things that you like, instead of trying to put your hobbies on other people just because they're already on social media, maybe start considering the fact that maybe you were the one who was supposed to make that content. And it's not as difficult as you think. Trust me, it is not that difficult. I know you see a lot on social media right now. It's because a lot of this stuff is made by AI. A lot of people have teams to make their social media posts. I'm here to tell you from personal experience, it does not take that much time, especially if you're only doing one platform and maybe one post a day or one post a week. Over time, you do that for a couple of years, and even if it's you think it's really bad, it's going to get some traction from somebody. And you never know, like, who is going to see it or, like, where that can possibly lead. So if you're passionate about something, I just wanted to encourage you today, especially if you live in the great state of Virginia. I wanted to encourage you today to actually start considering, if not actually do, post online about your hobbies and your loves and things that you're really knowledgeable about. It doesn't even have to be like a hobby or like a physical thing or a talent or a skill. Maybe you just have a lot of knowledge about one particular subject. And there are a lot of people who lack knowledge, especially in today's day and age. And so the world really needs you, a person who is well read, to spread real knowledge instead of all this fake mumbo jumbo. So just, if you have a passion, I encourage you to actually post it. Just post your passion, you know? You don't have to put your whole life on the line. You don't have to even show your face. You don't have to speak over it. You don't have to put your voice out there if you don't like it. You don't have to show your face if you don't like it. You can do it in a style that suits you and protects your identity if that's what you're worried about. Or maybe this is the chance that you wanted to actually put yourself out there more, build your confidence, and just have more confidence. And yet, no, this is me and this is who I'm going to be out online, because I am confident in who I am. So I just wanted to encourage you that if you have a passion, maybe because you're so passionate about the subject or whatever it may be, you are the one who was meant to make the content out here on these interweb spaces, especially if you live in Virginia. You don't understand how badly I want to see my Virginianites just be so wonderful and beautiful and prosper and flourish and have the world look and be like, that is the caliber that they're on. That's crazy. So I just wanted to encourage you to consider, maybe you are the one who should be putting that content out there. Maybe you are the one who is supposed to be writing that thing. Maybe the world has been waiting on you to finally do the thing that you're so passionate about that you just need to let it out into the world so that we can actually see it and appreciate it. So I hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic day. I hope this inspires you to take the action and maybe take the reins of your hobbies and your passions and let other people in on it. Stop gatekeeping your own hobbies and your passions, or stop trying to thrust it upon other people because they're already out there online. Remember, you have just as much authority as they do. You are just as important as anyone else online. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and please consider that maybe you should be posting online about your passion or whatever it is that you love, that you think you're very, very knowledgeable and passionate about. So once again, have a beautiful, fantastic day. And if this helped you in any way, you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/official not Denny in Virginia. Wrong one. buymeacoffee.com/Denise Donovan. That's DNICE, DENICE, DONOVAN.com. And yeah, I hope you guys are just having a good day. And just remember that if you have a passion for something, maybe you should just start putting it out into the world, because there are lots of other people who have passions in these very, very specific, really small, teeny tiny niches. And there's been so many just random niches I see on my feed scrolling. I'm like, that account has millions of followers, millions of people like this one video. And so, yeah, just consider that maybe there's people out there in the world who have just been waiting for you to post your content out there because it actually resonates with them. So maybe it's just your personality that they love. Maybe that's what people need to see. I don't know. But either way, I just wanted to encourage somebody out there to start posting content and put it out online, because it can really change your life, to be honest. So once again, this is not a eureka moment. This is not monumental. Nobody has ever said this in the history of the world, in the history of the planet. No one has ever said such brilliant things. This is just something that has been popping up more often in my life. So I wanted to put it out there to encourage others to actually take the reins and lead the charge on their own passions and put it out there for other people to enjoy. So until next time, this has been Denise D-Nice, a.k.a. Denny in Virginia, a.k.a. the Doors professional, unprofessional voice actor. And I hope you guys had a wonderful, beautiful day. Until next time, goodbye.